It was a crisp autumn morning when Clara first noticed the strange vibes surrounding her new school. The building was old, with ivy crawling up its stone walls and tall, arched windows that seemed to watch her like eyes. Clara had heard whispers from classmates about the Gray Lady, a ghost said to haunt the library. She dismissed it as childish nonsense, until the whispers turned into something much darker. Clara's first encounter with the paranormal happened during detention. She was alone in the library, tasked with organizing dusty books. The room was eerily silent, save for the occasional creak of the wooden shelves. As she reached for a book on the top shelf, she felt a sudden chill on her neck. Turning sharply, she saw nothing but shadows. Yet she could have sworn she heard faint whispering, words she couldn't make out. The next day, Clara confided in her best friend Mia, who immediately suggested they investigate. Mia was a skeptic and loved debunking ghost stories. Armed with flashlights and determination, they planned to stay late after school and explore the library together. Clara felt uneasy but agreed. She needed answers. That evening, as they tiptoed through the dimly lit corridors leading to the library, Clara felt her pulse quicken. The air seemed heavier than usual, suffused with an unexplainable tension. When they entered the library, the temperature dropped noticeably. Mia joked about faulty heating systems while Clara shivered. As they scanned the room with their flashlights, Clara noticed something odd. A book lying open on a table that hadn't been there earlier. Its pages fluttered slightly as if moved by an invisible breeze. Mia picked it up and read aloud.
"Beware those who seek answers in shadows."
The words sent chills down both their spines. Suddenly, they heard a loud thud behind them. Spinning around, they saw one of the heavy wooden chairs toppled over. Mia laughed nervously, claiming it was probably uneven flooring. But Clara wasn't so sure. She had seen something move in the corner of her eye. As they continued their investigation, strange phenomena escalated. Books fell off shelves without warning. Cold gusts brushed past them despite closed windows, and faint whispers echoed through the room. Then came the most terrifying moment. Mia's flashlight flickered and died just as a shadowy figure appeared at the far end of the library. Clara froze in terror as the figure slowly approached them. A translucent woman in a gray dress with hollow eyes that seemed to pierce through their souls. Mia screamed and bolted for the door, but Clara stood rooted to the spot as if paralyzed by fear or curiosity. The Gray Lady stopped mere inches from Clara and whispered in a raspy voice.
"Leave this place, or suffer."
Her icy breath sent shivers down Clara's spine before she vanished into thin air. That was enough for Clara to snap out of her trance and run after Mia. The girls didn't speak much on their way home. Both were shaken by what they had seen. That night, Clara had vivid nightmares of the Gray Lady reaching out for her with skeletal hands. She woke up drenched in sweat and decided she needed to learn more about this ghostly presence. Over the next few weeks, Clara delved into local history and discovered that her school had been built on land once owned by a reclusive widow named Eleanor Gray. Eleanor was rumored to have gone mad after losing her family in a fire and spent years wandering aimlessly before dying under mysterious circumstances. Clara shared her findings with Mia and proposed returning to confront Eleanor's spirit. A risky move, but one that might bring closure. Reluctantly, Mia agreed, though fear lingered in her eyes. Their second encounter with Eleanor was even more intense than before. This time, Clara brought an old locket she had found during her research, a relic believed to belong to Eleanor herself. When she held it up in the library and called out Eleanor's name, the ghost materialized once more. But instead of threatening them, Eleanor seemed drawn to the locket. Her expression softened as she reached for it with trembling hands before fading away completely. The room grew warm again, and an overwhelming sense of peace replaced their fear. From that day forward, strange occurrences in the library ceased entirely. Clara felt proud of her bravery, but couldn't shake off lingering questions. Was Eleanor truly at peace now? Or had they merely scratched the surface of something far darker? Clara learned that some mysteries are best left unsolved, but others demand courage to confront them head-on. This story blends realism with supernatural elements while keeping readers engaged through suspenseful moments and character development.